Now it's my pleasure to introduce Kaitlyn Jackson, this year's valedictorian, who will deliver a valedictory speech.
Good morning. On behalf of the class of 2016, it is an honor to gather once more on the foundation of so many great memories, accompanied by our supportive community of friends, family, faculty, administration, and members of the Board of Education. Because of your love and unwavering encouragement, our time here at NHS has been truly unforgettable. As I take this opportunity to address my fellow graduates, please know that our development into fine young men and women and our accomplishments thus far in our lives would not have been possible without all of you. Fellow graduates, throughout our childhood and time at Norwich City Schools, we have been exposed to countless teachers and community members working to encourage us to follow our dreams. Whether we wanted to be superheroes, lawyers, brain surgeons, or presidents, we were always supported and motivated to dream big and work hard to achieve our goals. Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, with the world at our fingertips, we would dive into books, games, or our own imaginary worlds to experience everything we hoped our futures would be. However, as we grew, matured, and began learning some of the world's realities, it was easy for us to become less focused on the beauty of our dreams, as we found ourselves in the midst of accumulating obligations, shaping our drive to simply complete daily tasks rather than to engage the world with creativity and imagination. Eleanor Roosevelt once said, "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams." Let us be the generation that takes these words to heart. As we become adults, making efforts to initiate progress and change the world, we should not forget the lessons of our youth. Children are the most liberated dreamers, having not been discouraged by the crushing of their aspirations or jaded by the social horrors of middle school. Even the sky cannot limit the dreams of a child. When I asked some of you what your childhood dreams were, some of them were very exciting and ambitious. At 6 years old, Jensen Burton loved watching the figure skaters in the Olympic Games and fantasized of fulfilling her frozen dream to compete in the games as well. At 9, Trent Kazmarchik was an aspiring author, writing more short stories than his mom could manage to keep as memorabilia. And at 8 years old, Vanessa Salerno developed her own fashion line of Crayola creations, complete with her own business cards and models, which she called Vanessa's Angels. These graduates, and several others who so graciously shared their dreams with me, all expressed how supportive their family and friends were, no matter how wild their imaginations, and that they were fully committed to these dreams. If we can successfully channel the strength of our childhood dreams and imagination into our aspirations as we enter adulthood, we may be inspired to venture above and beyond what would be attainable with minimal effort and creativity to reach an accomplishment that fulfills our full potential. This use of creativity and imagination may ultimately maintain our spontaneity in a stage of life where we can so easily succumb to monotonous routine. Was your ride to school a new adventure each morning, or did it become second nature? Do you still find yourself avoiding the cracks in the pavement to spare your mother's back? Or do you simply focus on practicing the 21st century art of walking and texting without running into anything? These daily occurrences will always have the potential to be so interesting and thought-provoking if we just use our imaginations. But repetition has diminished our appreciation for them and the inventiveness with which we observe our surroundings. I fear of waking up to drag myself to work, grabbing a tall travel mug filled with the strongest brew of Duncan's shelf collection, only to spend an eternity repeating yesterday's. Children's ability to find beauty, uniqueness, and excitement in the little things of the world around them gives them the power to dream of bigger and brighter futures. if we can successfully encompass the mind of an adult alongside the imagination of a child in our daily lives, our future endeavors may be more innovative and therefore more successful. With this youthful inspiration, we will start on our diverse paths towards success. Now is the time to explore our creativity more than ever before. We have finally reached a point in our lives where we are no longer limited to dreaming our dreams, but we can now obtain the means to wholeheartedly pursue them and ultimately make them realities. Whether you go to college, a trade school, the military, or directly into the workforce, you are still embarking on a journey that will surely impact your life and the lives of the people around you. Among us are gifted intellectuals, athletes, musicians, and artists, many of whom have already exercised their creativity and determination to greatly impact the community and make strides towards making their dreams realities. For example, Cassidy Series' lifelong training in softball paid off this past season, as she was able to fulfill her dream of obtaining a Division I softball scholarship to Binghamton University. She set Norwich High School, Section 4, New York State, and national records for most RBIs in one inning, and the most RBIs and Grand Slam home runs in a single game. Cassidy surely made her class and community proud to stand behind her, as she acknowledged her accomplishments wouldn't have been possible without the softball community who trained her to use her creativity while responding to plays throughout her childhood, leading up to that unforgettable day. Another member of the class of 2016 that has exhibited tremendous dedication to his craft is Zachary Hogue. In an attempt to follow in the footsteps of Batman's creators Jim Lee and Frank Miller and fulfill his childhood dream of being a cartoonist, Zach put his artistic talents to the test. If you have purchased a Spirit Night t-shirt in the last 3 years or used your passbook in the last 2, you own some of his work. His ability to bring our NHS pride to life has truly brought us together as a student body. And on behalf of the class of 2016, he helped make it known that we're kind of a big deal. Zach will continue to challenge his creativity and imagination as an animation and illustration major at SUNY Fredonia starting this fall. Cassidy and Zach are just 2 examples of students who have demonstrated the value of staying committed to their dreams. With the power to play such influential roles in society, we should strive to encourage the most positive impact possible. By utilizing our creativity and imagination in our daily lives, it is more likely that we will find new ways to do so. I recently started interning at WBNG TV, and though I've only been there a short time, I have already witnessed the necessity for creativity in bringing each story to life. On my first day, I observed how promptly reporters have to turn often dissimilar information into a coherent story and adjust to unexpected challenges regarding time and information, or a lack thereof. After an overwhelming day of firsts, I was told that they would like me to be doing my own stories in just over a month. Considering I only work 2 days a week, that news was slightly terrifying, as that leaves me approximately 8 days to acquaint myself with the world of broadcast journalism at the professional level, and a whole lot of room for failure. Everyone at the station was astonished at the fact that I was doing such a hands-on internship without any collegiate experience, and now I understand why. There is an added risk in the professional world, as I won't simply receive a bad grade for failure. There are so many specific terms and rules that it's going to be nearly impossible to get them all straight in such a short time. However, when I expressed my concern, Ryan McSorley, a videographer at WBNG, assured me, "We let you panic, we don't let you fail." I believe that my youth, and therefore my recent connection to my childhood imagination, in comparison to my elders at the station, will hopefully enable me to think more spontaneously and intuitively, and ultimately escape the potential failure that looms overhead. Throughout the next stages of my training, I plan to maintain this mindset to help me stay driven towards success. Maya Angelou once stated, "You can't use up creativity. The more you use, the more you have." As children, we are fearless explorers of our imaginations. professional dreamers, if you will. If we can successfully utilize our degrees in fantasy throughout our pursuit of future success, there is no stopping us. The adults in us will keep our goals and aspirations attainable, while our inner children will encourage us to strive for success in areas outside of our comfort zone that will take hard work, dedication, creativity, and intuitiveness to achieve. According to Henry David Thoreau, the world is but a canvas to the imagination. Let's not miss out on the chance to create something beautiful. Thank you.